Donald Trump has ruined Rudy Giuliani's life. Of course, he did this with Rudy Giuliani's full participation. I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that Rudy Giuliani is a victim here. But his involvement with Donald Trump did in fact ruin his life. And in spite of that fact, Giuliani continues to kiss Donald Trump's ass at every possible opportunity. Here's what I mean. Giuliani was asked this week about Donald Trump possibly endorsing his son, Andrew Giuliani, who is currently in the Republican primary for the New York gubernatorial race. And Giuliani said this: "So far, this guy is winning that battle. He's willing to do an open primary, equal terms for everybody, nobody getting an edge. Let's just go out there, 3 million Republicans, we're going to let them decide." This was asked about Trump's endorsement. So what he's saying is, hey, we want to keep it an equal advantage, right? We don't want Trump coming out and giving my son, this huge bump with his endorsement. So, we're totally we don't need it, because obviously if he gets it, he'll win. Now, there's actually a couple ways to interpret this. The first way, as I said, could be that Rudy Giuliani is kind of doing a little bit of reverse psychology on Donald Trump. Like, oh, we don't need it, but if we had it, we'd certainly win. Kind of trying to butter him up like that to see if Trump's going to come forward and support Giuliani, even though he's basically cut off Rudy for the last year of his life. And it could be, maybe, and I think this one is a little too far out there, even though it does make sense. This could be Giuliani's way of saying, like, hey, we don't need your endorsement here. We don't want your name injected into the race. So you just stay out. But hey, if you did, we totally win. But you don't even need to do that because we want it to be fair, right? So nobody gets an edge by getting this coveted Trump endorsement that, of course, statistically makes it far more likely that you will lose your race than win it after you receive the Trump endorsement. But again, Giuliani still loves Donald Trump. Giuliani's still going to bat for Donald Trump. So that's why I don't think it's the latter option there. I do think it is the first one, trying to, soften him up and be like, oh, we don't need it because we want it to be fair, but sure would be great if we had it, right? That's what I think he is doing here. And again, the big question is why? Rudy, Donald has ruined your life. Had you not ever become associated with him, you wouldn't be under what is now actually multiple criminal investigations. I actually discussed this yesterday on Ring of Fire, and so I want to talk about it here too, because Rudy Giuliani is facing financial ruin, not even from the $1.3 billion Dominion Voting Systems lawsuit, but from fighting off all of these other investigations, paying his legal fees and all of that. The investigation into him acting as an unregistered foreign agent. That's been going on for quite a while, actually, since Trump was in office. Something that, by the way, Trump could have pardoned him for and just didn't. We know Rudy wanted a blanket pardon, but he didn't get one, according to reports. Well, not according to reports he didn't get one. We know he didn't get one. According to reports at the time, he wanted one, but didn't get it. So that was Trump leaving you high and dry, buddy. You're still facing that investigation that could result in criminal charges. Now, of course, there is the investigation into the fake elector scheme, which could pop Giuliani on multiple different criminal charges. Submitting false statements, mail fraud, wire fraud, all kinds of frauds out there. So he's in trouble. But it is important to remember that all of this trouble he is in is because he went all in with Donald Trump. Had he not done that, he'd have just been the 9/11 mayor guy. The guy that most people like, yeah, Rudy's a pretty good guy. He came through for New York on 9/11, right? That would have been your legacy, but not anymore. You have thrown all the goodwill that you had built up after 9/11 down the toilet. And Donald Trump is the one who flushed it for you. And even still, in spite of all that, in spite of these last years of your life disappearing because of these criminal investigations, you are still not willing to denounce this man, and you continue to kiss his butt every chance you get. You deserve what's happening to you because of that. You haven't learned a lesson, so based on the direction these investigations and lawsuits are going, you're probably going to learn that lesson the hard way. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.